Yeah. Hey, man. I've hit 400 home runs, bro. Okay. 400. That's pretty impressive. I'm trying to see where I see it for my career. You know what? I gotta actually go to the let me see something. Yep, there you go, right down at the bottom, bro. 401. So that's bomb. Played 7 years in the league so far, and you know, I've played every game. I've made every hit, or I hit every hit, had every at bat, drove in every RBI, everything for this guy. No simulations. You see, my dude is 28 years old. He started when he was 18. You know what I'm saying? Or however old he was. And got a B potential, 92 overall. And you know, switch it. You know what I'm saying? I wish they could show you the difference in like how many home runs I hit right-handed, left-handed. Well, ain't no Twitter feeds. But you know, 401, man. You know, trying to chase that. What's that? Barry Bonds' shit. So, what is this? This is July. I'm still probably gonna play a little bit once NBA Live. No, I'm sorry, Madden. Once Madden come out, I'm already gonna be going back to this and Madden. And
a player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to the game.
That's just how it is, bro. It's kind of hard for me to play when another new game coming out as far as like, you know, sports, you know, if it's basketball, baseball, or football. So, and you know, once again, we doing terrible, bro. Like my squad is doing so bad. It's fucking ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. We started off good, but like we are struggling, bro.
Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies.
Okay.
Which of these two will
what is
prevail?
that? That's a 4-game. We four games over 500. At one point, I think we was like 16, 17.
The call for game 1 of the series.
You know what I'm saying?
What's your take on him, Dan?
So let's see what this weather looking like. I mean, not the weather, the speed. Okay, 8 miles an hour.
It's always nice to get into double digits, and nothing he'd like to do more than to pitch well in this one and pick up his 10th victory of the year.
Ready now, Zach Granite.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. I mean,
baseball here this evening.
It's crazy. I mean, we are struggling, bro.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
The mark of a great pitcher is the ability to put people away when you have 2 strikes on him. He wasn't able to do it to start the game. Let's see if he makes the adjustment.
Like in Chicago,
In now for
we
Colorado,
was
King
bombing
Bishop as the
in
switch
home,
hitter
you
will
know,
take
for the
his
home
cuts
games. I don't mind
here.
playing
And this is
500
this guy
or
loves to
just, you
hit
know,
it.
but
Hitting
at
over
home, man, you gotta be
left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitchers.
600-700.
First offering on its way.
You know what I'm saying?
In the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it
win
close.
7
It's
out of
ball
3
1.
games. I mean, 7 out of 10 games at home. Look at the crowd, bro. There ain't nobody at this motherfucker.
Here it comes, 1-0.
We went from first to third.
Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight.
And I signed a 6-year contract with these guys.
But did earn the victory last time out.
All right, Matty, they show up for game 1 of this road trip. They have to find a way to play a little bit better baseball. Coming off a recent homestand where they were only able to squeak out 3 wins, but at the end of the day, the way this team's been playing, 3 wins is a significant positive. So let's see how game 1 of this road trip treats them.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Shit.
With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card. So here's the
I'm striking out a lot this
Arizona.
year.
Fernando Barreto.
Like this is only Hall of Fame, so I'm not doing
out to
legend.
left center. Smith's
Man,
on the
look at that.
move.
You see how this ball just...
He
And that's
can't
what's
get
been
there
going
in
on.
time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double. Up next for Arizona, Colin Moran. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Bishop is back, and he'll get there to make the play
Like
for route number 2.
This field is so big, bro, that you have to cover a lot of room. You know what I'm saying? To
Riding in once again, King Bishop.
make the
He
catch,
got called
'cause it's
out
so
on
big. You
strikes
got,
his
you
last
know,
time through.
347 left field, 390 left center, you know, 4 chain center field, 375 right center. You know what I'm saying? This field is huge, bro.
Now a move over to first. And
350
a dive, but
right
he's
field,
back in.
375 right, 415 straight away.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Almonte is there.
And it's like,
And the inning is over.
I can carry a team, but
Some of our nation's young mind
if the pitching ain't doing
stepping
its
in and
job,
ready for another shot.
and that's what's been going on. Pitching ain't
No
doing
hits
its job.
in 2 trips to
You
the
know,
plate
it's
for him in the
crazy.
ballgame.
You know what I'm saying? And then at the same
Ready with the
time,
1-1 pitch.
you know, I
Hit
don't have
in
no
the air to
backup.
right field. Goodrum is after it. He's got it. A
don't
great
have no
running
backup.
play, and that'll retire the side. Diamondbacks down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Digging in once again, King Bishop. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Yeah, still going 97.
The 1-0 home. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at off the plate for a ball.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power. You don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
And
He's
I've
been
been
throwing strikes all
swinging
day, so
at
you're
a
not
lot
at the
of
plate thinking
high
he's going to walk
pitches
you in this situation.
for
You
balls,
need to be
bro.
aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
and striking out, or like I'll swing at one of those pitches and it would have been ball 4. You know what I'm saying?
Is swung on and missed. A full count now.
Yeah.
Pulled the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. Ready once again, Fernando Barreto. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bishop calls
And I know
off the
strikeouts
left
is
fielder
part
as
of
he
the
takes
game,
charge for the
but man,
second
I hate
out.
striking out.
Digging in and looking for more. Josh
Showing a home
Almonte.
run.
Bell on second.
Fuck,
Barreto
see?
in
It's
first
like,
with no outs.
damn.
Line towards center field. Bishop is there, and he has it for the first down.
Damn.
Ready for for another chance. King Bishop, he'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering on its way. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Reyes has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they'd love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone. Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. Too low count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3.
Like games like this, bro, we need to win, man.
Now the 3-0 offering. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize
this
on
dude
it.
right here.
Next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies, Kevin Temple.
He is a terrible
and his guys are
hitter,
looking
bro.
to erase that donut on the scoreboard with the
You know,
runner
for
in
like the
scoring
first 3
position.
weeks, he was
Yeah,
doing
man, they've been
good,
really
but
shut down so far in this one. They've
he
had
comes up and
runners
he
on
strikes
base,
out.
but haven't been able to string anything together.
And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning.
Dude, that was a double, and maybe even a possible 2-man was scoring,
Ready for
man.
another shot now.
2-run double.
Alfonso Cisneros, as he'll look to bring home that
That was a
tying run from
possible
second with a
2-run.
base hit into the outfield. Hit well on the ground to first.
Wow.
Bell picks it up, and he'll take this on to first, and they're down to their final out, 2 away.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut the
started off
deficit
real good,
to
too.
only
He
1
got
run.
like 400.
Last strike now for Colorado. Hit hard up the middle, and it's a base hit, and we are tied here in the 9th.
Boy, Giro, talk about definition of clutch coming up in the 9th and delivering a game.
Yeah, we needed to win that one, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team
So
to
that
a
was a nice
hard-fought
comeback win.
3-2, the
Like,
finish in tonight's
when I don't
game.
do good,
Travis
when I go
Leonard
0
wins
for
his 4th
0
game out of the
for,
bullpen.
that's what they call it, 0 for. You know, it's like I need the other team, I need the other players
Now
to
from
come
a
through.
rainy
Man.
Coors Field in Denver, MLB Network is on the air. Tonight, the 2nd of 3 to start the week between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies.
I mean,
it's Rockies
so that's
baseball
what,
on the
5
show,
games.
and it comes your
Almost
way
500.
next.
You know,
Harold
I was
Page,
hoping to,
the
you
lefty
know,
from
at
the
the
Hawkeye
100
State,
mark, we'd
gets
be
the nod
like
to pitch
60
in this
and
one.
40.
Dan Plesac, what's
You
the
know
word
what I'm
on
saying?
him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately.
55,
ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he'll be back in standing up. First pitch on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10. Swing, high drive, deep down the left field line. This ball is slicing, and he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball.
Shit, he was going after the strikeout. Well, he was going after the, what was that, the caught looking?
And that's down into left center for a base hit. And the run scores to give the Rockies an early 1-0 lead.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
A little bit to the left, that would have been a triple.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Kevin
Well, my dude is not that fast, and I
He's
got
trying
like
to hang
3 or
even
4
more
triples.
damage on the scoreboard in the opening frame. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he'll dive back in safely. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful. Time now from Coors Field to take a look at the Rockies starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, you know, Matt, they need to get better production for their number 3 hitter. Looking at the last game, it was 0 for 3, but it was the way he went about that 0 for 3. He didn't look very aggressive, and actually, he looked good.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Leading off the inning, Fernando Barreto, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Bishop. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
We got swept by Cincinnati,
set up defensively. And let's take a look
Miami,
at outfielder Malik Smith. Speed is his game,
San
period,
Francisco.
and he is up at the plate.
You know what I'm saying? Look at the games that I can remember that we got swept. Those are 3 cities: Miami, Cincinnati, San Francisco, and within like a few weeks apart.
First offering on its way. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike.
Man.
Here's a look over to first, and he's back standing. Oh, and this ball is absolutely
But I do like playing in Colorado.
High and deep, and gone.
When I get it up in the air, man, I say about 60, 67% of the time, bro, that motherfucker fly out.
Shot to right center,
But you see how I'm carrying the team and shit? I got 3 RBIs.
And the Rockies have now taken a 3-0
like I gotta carry the team like half the time, man. No one else is really doing anything.
Yeah, and it looks like at least one player is having a night to remember. He drove in their only run earlier in the game and continues to hot hand with a deep one into the night sky.
King Bishop will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. Blake is over to take a look, and no one will get this one. The windup and the 0-1. And this one's tapped fouled at home plate.
I should not have swung at that.
0-2. Here it comes. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
And that swung on and missed, so good work on the mound will take care of the National League's leading hitter, and there's one away.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the bat.
Digging in the switch hitter, King Bishop. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Shoots this one over to first. Bell brings it in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Rockies strand one, but they lead it 3-0. Welcome back to the 9th inning from Coors Field in Denver as we get a nice shot of the city here tonight.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. Colorado jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Harold Page earns win number 7 on the season. Travis Brenner records the save, his 26th. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
No errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Diamondbacks, no runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 39 minutes.
Now from a rainy Coors Field in Denver, MLB Network is on the air. Today, getaway day here in this 3-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Ralph Helms is on the mound for the Rockies in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt. 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
Striding in for his first at-bat, Juan Arias, and he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. The 1-1 home. Oh, that liner drilled the pitcher right on the mound. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating.
Striding in for the Rockies, King Bishop. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. First delivery to him on the way.
Come on.
Second, this could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More ahead. Digging in for his second at-bat, King Bishop. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
King Bishop.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Almonte moves over. 1 away. Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Arlene Garcia. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Bishop giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. They still trail 1-0. Now in the box, King Bishop. He flew out in his last at bat.
King Bishop.
First pitch on its way. And that misses for ball 1. Rocky's center fielder looking at a 2-0 count now.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Three and 0 now. Three and 1 the count now. The 3-1. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Kevin Templeton. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Move it, move it, move it, move it.
That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Man, I thought this at bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count 2-2. And he's able to find the knockout there.
Into the box, Miguel Sandoval.
Miguel Sandoval.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in there. Base hit. The run scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Leading off the inning, Fernando Barreto, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Bishop racing back at the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. The relay, and he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
Every coach will tell you when you're down by 2, you don't want to take too many chances on the base pass. Regardless, he hustles into third for the triple, and the tying run is coming to the plate.
Now at the plate, Josh Almonte. And guys, this is clearly one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game so far.
Yeah, Matt, bases loaded. They're looking to finally get that clutch hit that's kind of been elusive all day. They've had some hits, but they just haven't hit when it mattered.
Back up the middle and through into center field. A base hit. 1 run scores. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 3-2 ball game.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game. After being down by 1, D-Row, that base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
At the plate, King Bishop. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The 1-0.
Dig
on the ground. Gets dirty and gloves it. He is out.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
4-2, the final score today. On a balmy summer night in the Rocky Mountains, the show comes to you from Coors Field in downtown Denver. Tonight, the start of a 3-game interleague series between the Seattle Mariners and the Colorado Rockies. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Francis Martes, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
So stepping in, King Bishop will swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side. That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. Batter versus pitcher, you fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts, and then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts with 2 strikes. 2-0, your eyes light up, and the batter didn't miss it.
Come on.
Back to the mound. One there. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. So 1 run on 2 hits. Next for Seattle, Rob Norman, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here it comes, 0-2. Lifted in the air to center field. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the one run will be allowed to score. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had one in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that one hit.
Digging in, King Bishop. He singled his last time up.
King Bishop.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Run it out, run it out, run it out.
Second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Standing in, King Bishop. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Bishop.
First delivery to him on the way. Very weakly on the ground. Wade leads off second with nobody out. And he lays off for ball one. Well, this one had the makings of a great pitcher's duel, but has developed into something of a lopsided contest. What do you make of this one, fellas?
Yeah, Matty, we are expecting a pitcher's duel in this one. It's working for one guy. The other guy, not so much. Didn't have good feel for his breaking stuff or his off speed and had to come over the middle of the plate. I don't care how hard you throw, Dan. In this league, guys will catch up to it.
You know what, D-Row, you hit it. It's been the story of 2 really good pitchers, 2 power pitchers. One guy making good pitches, the other not making good pitches.
Hold that thought, though. This ball's hammered to deep center field. Back at the wall, and it's gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Home run number 54 thus far, as it's now a 7-3 game. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Ready to take his hacks again, King Bishop, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A little bouncer. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Ball 1. Ground ball foul down the left side. Fouled away.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Now another 1-2. And this is fouled at the plate. 3 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rockies so far. On a line to shortstop. Quick throw to the bag. Not in time to double off the runner. Digging in now for the Mariners, Chad Hawkins.
Catcher, Chad Hawkins.
Hit in the air out to center field. Bishop waits on it. 1 out. At the plate, King Bishop. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
2-0 pitch on the way. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Blanks leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
So striding in, Kevin Templeton. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
He's ready now. The pitch hard on the ground towards short. And that's through for a base hit.
Way to go. You're here. You're here.
In to score the runner from second.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
Now to the plate, Alfonso Cisneros. And their runners at the corners now.
Alfonso Cisneros.
Smoke toward third. He's got it. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. The M's led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Rob Norman earns his first win of the season. Francis Martez was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners. 7 runs, 8 hits.
Well, no rain as of yet, but threatening skies as the lights take effect at Coors Field in Denver. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Seattle Mariners and the Colorado Rockies. It's interleague baseball on the show. Keury Maya will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matt, short and sweet isn't what you want from your starting pitcher. How about in his last one, he only lasted 2 innings and was tagged for the loss. So I'm sure they're looking for much improved effort in this one here today.
The 3-2 pitch is belted, and take a look at this. Deep to right center field, and it's gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 9 on the year as the Mariners have opened up a 4-0 lead.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it, just like he did.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. Solo shot to right center. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and the Mariners have opened it up to 5-0 now.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not.
So digging in now, King, Bishop, and a chance to add to his National League RBI lead if he can deliver right here. From the belt, kicks and deals. Low for ball 1. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss, so the NL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, and there are 2 gone. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. He does so many things.
So now the pitcher for the Mariners, Jack Flaherty. He'll get us started in the top of the 2nd.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Smith arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
All right, guys. How the Colorado Rockies set up the
plate. King Bishop 0 for 1 here in the early going.
King Bishop.
As a look, now the pitch. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this one.
Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Now the 2-1 is in there for the 2nd strike. Smith. At second, Wade. At first, one gone. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Here's another 2-2. And another foul ball. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Now the 3-2 pitch is blasted out to left center. This one's deep and not coming back. Gone! So a 3-run shot to left center. Home run number 55 on the campaign, and it's a 5-3 game now.
Well, with a 3-2 count and only one out, he knew that he was probably going to see a pitch in the zone, but he could not have hoped for a better pitch to drive. All aboard the RBI train.
So striding forward now, Michael Norris. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And here's a ball out towards straightaway center field. Bishop over to his left, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 2 base hits, 1 error, and a runner left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. The M's lead it 7-3. Now at the plate, King. Bishop, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one, high and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. A solo shot down the line in right. His 2nd home run of the game, and it's now a 7-4 ball game. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the 2 teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, this is...
Leading off for Seattle, catcher, Joey Herbert.
Bouncer up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
Chad Jaquez will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Eight runs, just 7 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Seattle. Fly ball heading for the alley. And that'll get down out there for extra bases.
Relay. No runner, no runner.
And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
That's how quickly things can change in this crazy game. The pitcher was upset about the call on the previous pitch, which could have been strike 3. Then he serves up 1 for a double. Good example of why you have to have a short memory in this game. You let those things get to you, and oftentimes they lead to more mistakes.
Leading off the inning, King, Bishop, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First delivery to him on the way. And he fouls this one off. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
Oh, this ball is hammered out to deep center field. Into the bleachers and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. His third home run of the ball game as they've cut this deficit down to 4.
Well, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awfully hard to do.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Pete Alvarez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Pitch on the way. Now a flare out to left center. Coming in is Smith. He can't get there as it falls in.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. Singled homer run in his last time up. The 1-2. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Bishop is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Now this feels more like baseball in Denver. You get a look at our line score there. Lots of offense in this one as we play the 8th inning here at Coors. So standing in, King, Bishop, and he's got a very real opportunity at making some history here.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Curveball that time, not even close. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Row, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Now the payoff pitch home. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Kevin Templeton. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Smith over at second. Bishop at first. 2 out in the inning. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 2 left for Colorado. Deficit holds steady at 12-6. King Bishop will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Oh, and he got a pitch to handle as this ball is hit high in the air and deep. And folks, this ball game is tied. So a 3-run blast to left center as incredibly we are all tied.
You know, talk about having a great day. 4 home runs in one game. I would say that's more than great. That's a spectacular day.
Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no way you could overlook him in this one. With 4 home runs, really a performance we'll remember for a long time. No other way to break it down except to say that was awesome.
13-12, the final score in this one. Colorado scored a lucky 13 in this one. Sal Wesley claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
An extra post-game RTD trains on the C line, the Mineral and the E line from Lincoln are available down the street at Union Station. Bus service is available outside HB on the corner of 22nd and Lake Street.
Now from a rainy Coors Field in Denver, MLB Network is on the air. Today it's the 3rd and final game in this 3-game interleague series between the Seattle Mariners and the Colorado Rockies. It'll be fun watching these two go at it. It's next on the show. Walker Buehler will be on the mound for the Rocks. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
Striding in for the Rockies, King Bishop. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. First delivery to him on the way. Back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. He has success with 2 out, and the bottom of the first stays moving.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
So next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies, Kevin Templeton, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swinging a soft liner in there, a base hit.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes, Dan.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
Digging in, Alfonso Cisneros. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. The 1-1. Popped him up. Hernandez has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 2 left for Colorado. We are still scoreless. Digging in to try it again. Nomar Mazara flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now the 1-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Bishop moves over. And that ends the inning. Mariners leave a couple. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Digging in the switch hitter, King Bishop. He reached on a single in his first try.
Number 21.
First delivery to him on the way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Beat it out, beat it out, beat it out.
Second baseman Hernandez has it, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mariner organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights. Striding in once again, King Bishop, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. With runners in scoring position this season, Bishop is hitting over 400. Doesn't matter if you're talking about a series of games or a whole career. That's an impressive figure.
Matty, great matchup right here. He's been absolutely
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kevin Templeton. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. The 3-0 pitch. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And this inning is a perfect example of how quickly fortunes can change in this game. He was cruising along, hardly any trouble at all. Now he walks in a run and is still in the middle of a bases-loaded mess. He's got some work to do to limit the damage.
Digging in and looking for more, Alfonso Cisneros. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
Hold on, hold it right there.
Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw to first in time, and you got to question that decision as this side is retired. So a run on no hits, and they wind up leaving the bases loaded. 5 innings complete. Colorado's out in front, 2-1. Ready for another shot now, King Bishop. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. A little bouncer. Here's the pitch. Pitch outside the throw. The tag's there, and he's out trying to steal third. Great throw.
Thought he might have a chance to get in there safely when he got a good jump from second, but that was a good throw and a good tag to cut him down.
Good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Windsor going back on it to the track. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And he is into third with a two-out triple.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
Ready for another chance. Kevin Templeton already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Another good inning for the Rockies, and Blake Street might be beckoning for 1 or 2 of this bunch. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Digging in now for the Mariners, Joey Herbert. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. Into the fountain and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 2 for him on the year. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
Well, my eyesight is good, but I'm going to need a replay to see where that thing landed. That thing carried about 460 feet, which is staggering when you think about it. I know one person who's not impressed, though, and he's standing on the mound.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit hard back up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line him, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Ready once again, King Bishop.
Center fielder, King Bishop.
First pitch on its way. On the ground toward the hole, and it's through. A base hit. Oh, but the feet of the shortstop
hold on right there.
And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one.
And those are plays that cost you ball games. You're already losing, and then you make an error like that to compound things. That's how things snowball on you, and you start to feel like you can't do anything right.
So coming to the plate, Kevin Templeton, and their runners at the corners now.
Kevin Templeton.
The 2-2. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And this is down for extra bases. And with 2 out, this might get them both home. Bishop rounds the corner and is headed home. He scores. And it's now a 6-run lead.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I'd say those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more.
Digging in once again, Jackie Windsor, 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, number 22 on the year, as they try to claw back. It's a 5-run deficit. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score. The Rockies used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Walker Buehler wins his team-leading 10th game of the year. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
The final line score for the ball game this afternoon for the victorious Rockies.
Great job today.